The U.S. Labor Department will release the latest numbers on unemployment today. Experts estimate nearly 1.8 million Americans filed for unemployment insurance last week, and that would push the total number of unemployment claims to a staggering 42.5 million people in the last 11 weeks. That's when the coronavirus outbreak started taking off. Unemployment is at its worst level since the Great Depression, and competition is as fierce as ever for people looking for a job. Chris Pallone shows us what job seekers are doing to maximize their chances of getting an interview.
Competition is fierce for many Americans looking for jobs, and sometimes the smallest detail can be the key to rejoining the workforce.
One of my interns said, "Hey, what are you going to do about resumes?" And I was like, "There's a resume issue?"
Jennifer Sethry of Entry Careers discovered 75% of resumes submitted for a job will never be seen by someone who works there.
There are 127 metrics for reasons why your resume doesn't get through applicant tracking system software.
Things like length, font size, and a lack of certain key words can cause good candidates to be rejected. That's why some job seekers are turning to paid services like Entry, learning to craft carefully targeted resumes.
I think with creating a brand statement for yourself so you know exactly who you are.
V-Candidates founder L.T. Bryson says job seekers must be memorable. Her company creates profiles for clients, reviews resumes, and even coaches them through mock interviews.
Remember, a few months ago, we had more jobs than we had talent. Well, now with all of the layoffs and furloughs, we're going to have less jobs and more talented people in the marketplace.
And when job seekers feel like no one understands what they're going through, Wisdo.com introduces them to people who have been in their shoes.
People who are, in social networks, they have their own personal networks, and still they can't find people to talk about what matters most in their lives.
You have to be your own advocate.
Bottom line, these employment experts say putting the best possible shine on job skills and qualifications is more important than ever before. Chris Pallone, NBC News.
The Senate approved a bill that gives small businesses more time to use loans from the Paycheck Protection Program. The deadline is being extended from 8 to 24 weeks. The PPP was created in March to support small businesses during the pandemic and encourage them to keep employees. This new measure, which already passed the House, will also give companies the flexibility to use the loans for expenses other than payrolls.
Well, while most counties here in Washington state are now in phase 2, most of the people living in the state remain in phase 1. That's because the three most populous counties, Snohomish, Pierce, and King, have not been granted phase 2 status yet. Both Snohomish and Pierce counties have applied for phase 2. King County is applying for a modified phase 1 to allow restaurants with outdoor seating to reopen at 50% capacity and non-essential retail to reopen with limits on the number of people allowed in a store.
Applications from 6 counties to move from phase 1 to phase 2, and 6 more applications from counties to move from phase 2 to phase 3. The Department of Health is working diligently to review these applications.
For now, the nearly 4 million people who live in King, Pierce, and Snohomish counties will have to wait for the state health department to make their determination about each phase status. Well, it could be a while before Seattle students step foot in a classroom again. Seattle Public Schools is considering keeping partial or full remote learning instead. It plans to have a decision by the end of the month. Seattle Public Schools began a 3-week project this week, working on an adaptable plan for the upcoming school year. The district will hold a series of meetings before announcing the decision to staff, students, and families.
This tool could be the new must-have when heading out in public places. It's a touchless door opener. The 3D printed tool allows you to open and close doors without even touching the handle. And watch how it works. This small piece of plastic hooks on to door handles, making it easy for you to pull it open. A 3D company in Istanbul is making them right now. They're hoping to print and give away more than 1,000 touchless door openers for free.